Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl Hope. Episode 4. Welcome to my couch and welcome to my podcast. I hope you're ready. Hey guys, what's up? So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have a very special guest and I hope you stay with me and make sure you stay in tune. This is a very important guest. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, Hope You're Ready Podcast. And please make sure you subscribe to Hope You're Ready Podcast on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and make sure you leave your comments because all is welcome. I thank you so much. So, as I introduced earlier, well, I didn't actually introduce, but there is a special person, and this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month,
Yep.
and I have a very special guest, Kenneth Nelson.
I'm a guest, but I'm really a friend.
He's a friend of mine. So he's been a friend of mine for a very long time.
Yes, absolutely.
But he has actually been labeled one of the 1 percentile that of men who has been diagnosed with breast cancer. So let's talk a little bit about that.
First of all, I'm proud of you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Seriously, I'm so proud of her. What I want to do, I actually want to make a toast first.
About what?
I want to make a toast to you in this show. I'm really glad what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Much success.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely, I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much, Kenneth.
It's important, seriously. But yeah, as you said, 1% of men do get breast cancer. A lot of people don't know that men get breast cancer. A lot of people they don't get it. It's like,
I didn't get it when I found out.
You was like breast cancer, right?
How did you get diagnosed?
Okay. As you know, I was in New York City and had moved to LA. I'm an actor to pursue. And what happened was I was having allergy problems. It was terrible. I couldn't breathe. I kept sneezing and all of that. And what happened was I went to the doctor because I needed medication. And I was like, something's not right. I keep sneezing. And he gave me something for that. But then what happened next is he just happened to ask me, is there anything else going on? And I'm like, no. And I was like, wait a minute. I do have this little bump. He looked at it. He said, well, I think you're okay, but let's just get it right. Just
let's get it. Right, absolutely.
Exactly. I'm just like, let's just.
And what? How old were you when this happened?
This happened in 2018, so I was 34 at the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 34. I know. So he did the biopsy. That's on a Wednesday, I think. And then eventually they end up calling me back and was like, listen, come see us. I was like, why do I need to come back to the doctor? It's crazy.
Right.
Go back to the doctor, and then from there, they bring me in this room. They're like, yeah, we got your results back. We just want to make sure, we did double testing. They did it twice just to make sure.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah, it came back breast cancer, and you're in stage 2. I'm like,
wait. Hold on. You never told me that.
Yeah.
So by the time you found out you were at stage 2?
Yeah, and I didn't know. I didn't even know. First of all, making get breast cancer. What if I didn't happen to mention? What if I didn't have? What if I wasn't sneezing? I would have never went to the doctor. A lot of times, our body is showing us and telling us something. That's why I tell men all the time and women: if you feel anything on your body, I don't care who you are. It's almost like in New York. If you see something, say something.
Oh my God.
Let your doctor know your body and know if something, even if you think it's okay, go get it checked out because early detection really saved my life. through something like that, you use it as a vessel. Because I know that there are a lot of people that haven't made it, and there are a lot of people that are still dying. So I have to be a vessel for that.
And I appreciate your story, and I'm glad that you came out of this on top.
Yeah.
I will not name names, but I had a family member, because I have not cleared this with family.
Absolutely.
But she was diagnosed at 38 but she knew something was wrong with her.
Yeah.
But they would not.
Well, that's
because we don't have a history.
And not only so, I'm glad you brought that point up. Because,
oh God, yes.
A lot of times, just because you're young, they don't even want women to do a mammogram until you're like 40. It's like crazy. But what we're seeing now is that you need to start a lot earlier. And what I tell people all the time is to be an advocate for your health. Like, you have to be your own advocate. It's so important. If you feel something, the doctors say no, go get a second opinion. Go see somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then not only that, there are videos on YouTube that you can watch, men and women, that you can learn how to self-check, because the smallest little thing, it could be important.
So I have a mammogram.
When last time you had your mammogram?
A few years ago.
Okay.
But I'm actually doing a mammogram on the 28th of October.
Okay. Yes. Good. Good.
But I'm going to be honest with you. It's been over 15 years ago. I had breast implants done, and they're fine. But I've noticeably noticed there's lumps in my breast, which may be scar tissue, because that comes from surgery. However, I am actively getting a digital mammogram done for myself so that I can know. And this just comes from years of just
Thank you for being
taking care of yourself.
First of all, thank you for being vulnerable and honest. Because let me just tell you something. For me, even telling my story, even you, like, a lot of women now will go get checked out hearing you say that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's important.
In that moment for me, and that's why I said early detection saved my life. It did. Like, seriously.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? So thank you. Seriously.
No, Kenneth is a real friend. He's not a fake friend. He's not a friend that I met 2 weeks ago. I've known him for years. We go where we are just
Yes.
How was he actually, by the way?
He's a senior in high school right now.
Yeah, senior, go ahead.
Actually, let me hold on. You should get a mammogram.
Once a year.
Once a year, absolutely. You should get a mammogram once a year.
So after any breast cancer scare, every year after that, you should be getting a mammogram.
And I don't care what age you are, honestly.
And don't let people deter you from not getting work done, or getting a mammogram, because they feel like, oh, you're too young, or
exactly.
It is important.
And so,
I'm telling you, I'm not naming names, and I'm not, because I have not cleared this with family members, so I'm not going to do that to my family. But what I'm telling you is, if you feel like something is wrong, get a second, a third, and a fourth opinion. Because I swear to you, that is key to your health.
It's so funny you mentioned, it's not funny, but my house in LA, I had a Christmas party 2018, I think, or 2019. I forget when it was.
Okay.
And I found out about this young girl. Her name was Naya Strong. She was about, I think, I'll say 29, 30. She had 3 boys. And she ended up dying of breast cancer. And that same year. And so I had everyone come to my house. I bought all the kids toys, because they were to lose their mom at that young. How
old was her children?
One was maybe 1 or 2.
Oh my God.
And the other one was 4, and the other one was 10. So to lose their mom.
So I would love to work with you with that cause. To help her family continuously. Because there's so many things that I have available to me as.
Yeah, please.
Absolutely.
Those kids, they're so important. They're so important.
If you can
absolutely.
Give me the information. I am going to actively help the Nia Strong family. I apologize, guys. I am not aware and abreast to this situation with him.
I mean, no, anything will help.
This is crazy.
It's real.
Okay, so there's going to be some details for everyone to contribute to her foundation.
Look at you.
And
yes.
of course.
I mean, they're amazing. But lose their mom. It doesn't matter your age.
Because you know why?
It doesn't discriminate. Gender. It doesn't discriminate.
So clearly.
Yeah.
It doesn't gender. Clearly.
Hold on. It's no
We're speaking to Kenneth, who's a male, and he was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yeah.
And this is not highly spoken about. So this is really, to my heart, this is heartfelt.
But not only that, it's so crazy when you go through something like that. I do chemo. I did chemo first, and then I did radiation.
So how long did you do chemo for?
Oh my gosh, it was kind of off and on because my grandmother ended up passing away while I was doing chemo.
Oh Jesus!
So it was
you just had a lot going on.
It was a lot going on. It was tough.
There's a little bug over here.
It's okay.
Little bug. Okay, go ahead. Sorry guys, you know how I get.
Listen, so to do chemo, I think that was the hardest part.
The chemo?
No, not for me. Chemo the first week, second week, third week, the third time I was just like, you know what? It was difficult.
Did it deter you from doing chemo?
No, but I will say this. I think I had a breakdown mentally. I was not myself.
Tell me about that. Tell me about the breakdown.
Oh my God. And as you said earlier, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
But this is also
Mental Health
Awareness
exactly.
Month. October has a lot going on. And I would love to know what your mental state was when you found out that you had breast cancer.
Well, let me tell you, my mental state at the time was
in the process,
So at the beginning was okay. It was like, I'm hearing this, I'm upset, but I'm like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? And I started doing treatment the following week. I wasn't playing.
So you were on it.
I was on it. My doctors was on
okay.
it. We were on it, but I didn't tell anybody. I kept it a secret.
You did, because I was here, and you weren't talking about it.
I didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
Until one person saw a picture of me. I had lost maybe like 30 or 40 pounds, and people were speculating like something's not right with him. And I was just like, okay, I was like, whatever. You say what you want to say, but people really didn't know. And I noticed that I was...
Okay, so let me... Okay, back up for a second.
They were speculating everything about me. Are
you serious?
Yes, because I had posted the picture. I had lost a lot of weight, but so people were just saying all the... And I was just
all the negative things.
Everything that you can
kind of like you know what it is?
They were saying about me.
Not to bring him up, but kind of like the gentleman who did Black Panther.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
What was his name? Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
So
people were saying all kind of stuff about me.
And it was so wrong.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know.
And I'm like, well, why don't you just actually pick up the phone and give me a call? Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was just like, so what happened was, I did chemo first. Chemo first, and then I did radiation. I was good doing chemo, but when I started doing radiation, I started to become dehydrated. And I had to be in the hospital like a couple of times because I was just like done.
This is so crazy.
And what happened was I was dating someone at the time, and they were, anyway, it was not good.
It was not, they were not supportive to the situation.
Well, they were, but they didn't, anyway, it's not important.
Okay.
Listen, well, basically, we were not, it wasn't the perfect situation, but they felt obligated to be there for me because I was sick.
Okay.
And when you feel obligated, you're not so nice to the person.
Because it's not a genuine, it's not a genuine act. They're not doing it genuinely. They're doing it was like, oh my God, because I was already dating him.
And then I noticed myself.
Oh my God.
I was dealing
so annoying.
I was dealing with that and dealing with treatment and not telling anybody.
Right.
And then eventually I started seeing myself do things that I would not do. So many different things. And I didn't realize I was doing certain things, or I didn't realize I was acting.
Wait a minute, certain things like what?
Meaning, like I would be laying down in the dark all day long. I would lay down I would not answer the phone calls. I would be distant, then I would be really high.
So was that like depression?
Well, it was. It was depression. I was dealing with depression, but I didn't realize I was dealing with depression because I had dealt with depression before. But this was all something completely different.
But okay, so apparently you've dealt with depression a couple of times,
but
right?
this was different.
What made it different?
Right.
Well, what made it different is when you're doing chemo and radiation. I remember it was one time. I remember because I was afraid to go to sleep. I was just so tired. I was burnt out.
Were you afraid to go to sleep because you felt like you weren't going to wake up?
Well, that was the thing. I went to my friend's house, and I remember
This is a lot for me. I'm sorry.
I remember I was laying down on the couch. I was just so tired. I was just like burnt out, and I wanted to go to sleep so bad, but I was like fighting it. I was just like, no, stay up, because I thought if I closed my eyes, I wouldn't wake back up. That right there.
I didn't know you were going through this.
Oh yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, that's.
So, but as I was saying earlier, that it was difficult, but I feel like it's the best thing that ever happened. Not the best thing, but I'm not gonna say best, but what I did was, you have lemons over there. Mm-hmm. And
then you made lemonade
out of lemons.
Out of lemons. I love that.
And what happens is sometimes in life, for me, I call it God. Sometimes you be put in certain situations that prepare you for your destiny.
So
and for me, I had to go through that so I could be a vessel, help other people.
I love it.
I ended up starting my business because of that. So what am I doing?
Yes. What are you doing now?
I'm doing a lot.
Are you actively working in this?
Make lemonade out of lemons. So you use something that's meant to destroy you, and it actually prepared me for my destiny. And so I ended up starting my own company, Good Credit Builders. If you need your credit fixed, hit me up. I'm not playing. I'm out here trying to help people. But at the same time, I have this. So we just did this campaign for Rihanna. If you Fenty Savage, have some pink underwear. You guys want to buy them and go online. They're donating. So shout outs to Rihanna, bad girl, Riri. I love you, girl. Listen.
Okay, well, I need a couple of items.
Listen, you said something, right? I'm telling you. Listen, she's so on fire, man. Have you been watching what she has going on?
I have.
I'm so proud, man.
I'm proud of you.
Okay, hold on. What you don't know. So I used to do. So I had this recurring role back in the day on ABC. It was called One Life to Live. Before Rihanna was Rihanna, she came there as a musical guest. This is when her album was just about to drop, and just to see what she's accomplished and such. Shout outs to Rihanna.
Okay. I'm gonna give you that moment.
And then right now I'm also a spokesman for Susan G. Komen, which is the Breast Cancer Foundation. Also, I'm an ambassador for the Male Breast Cancer Coalition, which is important because a lot of people go.
Well, I would love to find out about that Male Ambassador Coalition so I can donate to the cause.
Please donate to them. Let me tell you something. Their message out there is so important, guys. They're out there representing the men. A lot of times you only hear about the women.
Absolutely.
The men. Male Breast Cancer Coalition.
I will personally
MaleBreastCancerCoalition.com.
be donating to that foundation.
Yep.
Because it's a foundation that I never even knew about.
That's what I'm saying.
And they do good work. And I was personally not aware that men could get breast cancer because it's always been a woman's thing. Like, are we?
Blueprint Productions would also donate to
this. Oh my God! So Blueprint Productions is willing to donate.
Yeah.
We are so proud. First of all, let me say this: I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Kenneth. You have been a phenomenal co-host today, but you've been a phenomenal speaker on the cause that you've been implemented with because it's a personal situation for you.
It is.
So I just wanted you to know that I am personally, and Blueprint Productions are personally invested in the cause of breast cancer because
it's a community.
Because we don't know about this.
And that's why it's important for shows like you.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Hope you ready. Seriously. Hope you ready.
Thank you, baby.
Seriously.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. This was a personal gain for me, and it was a personal show because I have a personal friend who suffered from something that is not talked about.
Yeah, you thrive through it, and I'm proud of you again. I'm gonna say this again. I like the episode that you did before with the vacationing.
Thank you.
You're always going somewhere, which is amazing.
Well, that's what I do.
And you talked about your son. We're both parents of young boys, and it's so important for.
And I would love for you to come back.
Of course.
And talk about the personal relationship that you have with your son. Because I've known your son since he was a little younger.
Oh, Jesus.
Am I lying?
Yes.
So it would be so great for you to come back and let's talk about our kids, okay?
Let's do that. Cheers.
Cheers. Guys,
Everybody.
hope you're ready. Mwah. See you soon.
Like, subscribe, comment on her show, okay, guys? Like right now. You know you want to like.